Hey y'all, Dennis Backyard Barbecue. Today I'm gonna show y'all how I like to do my chicken leg quarters. We're gonna do them on the big green egg. It'll probably take an hour or two to cook them. We're gonna cook them at about 275 degrees for the first hour, put a little smoke on them, and then we're gonna jack that temperature on up and get them cooked. So let's get them all seasoned up and let them marinate for a little bit, and then we'll throw them on the grill. Let's get to it. Okay, this is what we're gonna use. We're gonna use just a dash of paprika, a little bit of chili powder, some cayenne pepper, garlic powder, black pepper, and salt. And we're also gonna marinate it in this, the roasted pineapple habanero sauce. I got a little bit of that left. That's gonna be just enough to do this. So let's get this out of the way and let's get these leg quarters prepped up, because I think they're gonna be pretty good and I'm getting hungry. Okay, I've got my 4 leg quarters from Aldi, and they're just about a pound a piece. So I'm just gonna take and make cuts in here through the skin. Let's do a little bit on the back side. Once I get them cut, I'm gonna throw them in my gallon freezer bag. And that's where we're gonna mix up all the magic. You don't have to make a lot of cuts, and they don't have to be real deep. Basically, we want to get through the skin so that we can get these seasonings down into the meat. Generally, if I'm cooking chicken, I'm almost always going to score them, especially if they got skin on, just to get everything down into the meat. Actually, my wife taught me this with turkey legs years ago, and I was surprised at the difference in flavor just from doing this little bit right here. Okay, so now we've got all 4 3/4 pounds of leg quarters in the bag. Let's go ahead and get our seasoning in there. Let me get this out of the way. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put our seasoning. That's a lot of chicken. So I'm gonna put, let's see, let me measure this up so y'all can have an idea of what I'm up to here. All right, that's 1. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of black pepper. Get that out the way. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. We're going to do about 1/2 tablespoon of salt. And about the same with garlic powder. Cayenne pepper, or excuse me, chili powder, we're going to do about 1/2. We already put the cayenne pepper in. And then we're just going to do just a little bitty splash of paprika. Just a little bit, maybe about 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, so we've got that part squared away. And we'll close this up, shake it up real good, and let's get some good coverage on all that chicken. I'm gonna finish mixing it up and then we'll be right back. All right, got it all mixed up nice and good. Now I'm gonna dump my sauce in there. I'm thinking them chickens might not want to go in here. That was probably about 1/2 cup of sauce left in there. All right, so now I'm gonna seal it up again. I'm gonna mix it up real good. Now these are cold. I just picked them up from Aldi. So I'm not gonna put them in the refrigerator. I'm gonna let them sit out at room temperature for about an hour, and then we're gonna cook them. So let me go ahead and get the big green egg fired up, get it up to about 275, And we're gonna throw these bad boys on the grill in direct heat. All right, see y'all in a minute. All right, while we're waiting on the egg to come all the way up to temperature, we're getting pretty close with it right now. I'm going to add some apple wood chips in there. I didn't want to do it until I had the fire going decent. So to do that, I need to pull my convector back out of there. Move that fire around a little bit. Take that big old heavy glove off that hand. And I'm just gonna put some chips around the edges. And it's been about an hour since we started marinating the chicken. So we're gonna go ahead and get it and throw it on the grill. So let me get this in there and close that up. I'll go get the chicken and I'll be right back. Okay, we got our chicken. Got a little bit of smoke rolling. Got my tongs. Let's take these leg quarters and get them on the grill. Slippery, slippery. I got a little bit of sauce left over. We're just gonna take and drizzle that over the top of them. All right, let's shut it down. We'll let them cook. I'll check on them in about 30 minutes or so. All right, after 1 hour at 275, just wanted to let you take a look because now we're increasing the temperature up to 350. We're gonna go ahead and get them crispy. They are 133 internal right now, and we're gonna bring them up to 165. And then they're gonna be ready to roll. Okay, I forgot to video this, but I'm just letting you know. I did just turn them at the 1 hour mark, and they're looking pretty good. Let's let them cook. Okay, so we've been up at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. It's time to take a peek. And I believe we're gonna turn them. Oh yeah. All right, let me stick them real quick before we close them back up. Just see where we're at. All right, so we're at 151. I don't want to go into the bone. 148. 155. 144. We probably got another 30 minutes. Let's close it up, let it cook. Okay, we are at the 2 hour mark, and I believe they are done. We'll stick them real quick to be sure. 165. All right, let's get them off of there. We'll let them rest for a little bit, and we'll see what it tastes like. All right, let me get some tin foil on top of them before the flies decide they want some. We'll let them rest for a few minutes. We'll see what it tastes like. All right, there's our finished product. I'm just gonna cut me a little piece off here and see how it tastes. Get a piece of meat. That's pretty daggone juicy. don't know if you can tell. Yep. That's good. I like that. A little bit of bite to it because of the pepper, but I like it pretty good. I'll put the recipe down in the description. Y'all check out the Amazon link. And until next time I see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.